All right, my fellow agents, it is I, X7, your bashful book reviewer and the host of Zenorama, the podcast of heroes and monsters, the co-host of GD Splanations. Starting to think we need a subtitle too there, Lilith. We'll have to ponder that one up. Today is Wednesday, which means it's a book review 90% of the time. And I've got a good one here. It's from the year 2000. As you might guess, it is called Godzilla and Company, or Godzilla e Company. Compagni? I don't know. It's in Italian. Every bit of it, except for some of the pictures. It's a small book, as you'll see momentarily. It was a gift to me from Brick de Pain. I got it in Italy. So, having said all that, let's roll. Oh, I really clicked that button that quickly. All right, so here's the book itself. As you can see, maybe I should have turned the light on. Oh, yeah, that helps a little bit. It is warm here in Fossil Bed, but not as warm as it has been. There's the back of it. It runs about 220 pages. Everything is in black and white. It is from the year 2000, and I didn't use it, so it's small. You can see it's small. So the pictures are going to look like kind of like this. You'll see my fingers. It's all in Italian. It is signed by one Louis Coates, aka Luigi Cozzi himself. It was bought in, I think, his Profondo Russo, which we'll see a couple ads. So it's it's from the year 2000, 25 years ago. I wish it'd be nice if old Brick had dated it when he gave it to me, but he didn't even sign it to me. But doesn't matter. I really, really appreciate it, and I'll have to make sure he sees this. And there's not really much to talk about. We're just going to look at some of the pictures and see a lot of trailers because it's a short review. All right. So, are you ready? Let's turn the page.
I say there are things better left unsolved.
Who knows what waits for us in nature's no man's land?
Impossible, unbelievable, fantastic. But I tell you, it could happen. It could happen. It could happen. It could happen.
Yes, it could happen. For various authorities believe that buried somewhere under the polar ice cap, in a state of suspended animation, are the awesome creatures, the leviathans that roamed the earth at the dawn of time. And under certain conditions, a nuclear explosion could free one from his icy tomb. Then, guided by instinct, the beast would come back to the caverns of the deepest Atlantic where it was spawned. An armored giant, wreaking his prehistoric fury on modern man and his puny machines. Cities would be terrorized by the cruel intruder from the past. Populations crazed and panicked with fear by its destructive force. Granite and steel would crumble. Soldiers and their weapons would be powerless before the onslaught of the beast. The beast. The beast. The beast from 20,000 fathoms.
Herald Square, 34th Street, Broadway. Every section of the city is guarded. No one knows where the monster will strike next.
Another one, Colonel?
No.
You know what the radioactive isotope is?
No, but if it can be loaded, I can fire it.
I'll load it. Just remember one thing. This is the only isotope of its kind this side of Oak Ridge, so you can't miss.
Okay, here is the cover, as I've told you about. It's not the same as as this cover, so there's at least two different versions of this book out. But and there's the signature there, Luigi Cozzi, aka Lewis Coates, Rocca. I don't even know what 2000 Rome. Yes, Rome. I hope he's still around. And it's called Godzilla Company. They're in English, but you can see the introduction with The Lost World, Willis O'Brien, and I can understand Spanish pretty well. However, Italian's just different enough that it's more of a struggle. I mean, you can kind of figure it out. Surprised no one has translated this, though. It'd be kind of fun. Look there's Jurassic Park 2, or The Lost World. Jeez. They couldn't think of a better title for Jurassic Park 2 because it's not even called Jurassic Park 2. It's a Jurassic Park adventure. The Atrocious Conga. Sorry, I'm just not going to like it. And then Capitolo 1, Chapter 1. I've never seen this particular King Kong poster before. I tried to show not just the English ones, but the ones where they have different ones. So the Return of the Dinosaur, hence the reason we got the trailer for Beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And I cut the top off, sorry. It's really difficult. But he has translated dialogue in here. It's almost like a film book because a lot of these movies still weren't available commercially, and they definitely weren't available. Well, they might have been started being released on DVD by then, but DVDs were expensive in 2000. I mean, ridiculously. Dinosaurus, a non-anamorphic Dinosaurus, was like $30. Just pictures. There's old Lee Van. Oh, no, that's Nesbitt himself. I thought maybe that, but Lee Van Cleef is right in there. So. And then we go to them, and since we're on them,
I tell you, gentlemen, science has agreed that unless something is done and done quickly, man, as the dominant species of life on Earth, will be extinct within a year.
Of the President of the United States, stay in your homes. I repeat, stay in your homes. Your personal safety, the safety of the entire city, depends upon your full cooperation with the military authorities.
Yes, cities, nations, even civilization itself, threatened with annihilation, because in one moment of history-making violence, nature, mad, rampant, wrought its most awesome creation. For born in that swirling inferno of radioactive dust were things so horrible, so terrifying, so hideous. There is no word to describe them.
We may be witnesses to a biblical prophecy come true, and there shall be destruction and darkness come up in creation, and the beast shall reign over the earth.
Yes, the earth, the skies above and the seas below, infested by swarms of nightmare creatures, crueler, deadlier than the armored giants of prehistoric eras. Here is a wild, headlong flight into terror, as the desert erupts with the grim battle for survival. Here is a fear-frenzied moment of suspense, as mankind totters before a thing that multiplies faster than it can be killed. Here is a desperate plunge into the black depths of the earth, where human courage challenges the brute force, the slashing jaws, the poison fangs that guard the subterranean nest where the beast spawns its terrible progeny.
To all units, condition red, drain 267 is the target area. Repeat, condition red, drain 267 is the target area. might poison the whole city.
We will review them at some point in the near future because I do like the movie and I haven't seen it for quite a while. I started watching it on Tubi for free and I might have fallen asleep. That's not the movie's fault. That's just being of a certain vintage, you tire out a little easier. Assalto alla Terra. Yeah. Yeah, Jane, I think that is, assault on the earth. So then we've got more here, Monster from Green Hell, Monster That Challenged the World, The Black Scorpion, and Demons, Atomic Devils, I would assume, Varietas. And now we get to the King of the Monsters. So, and even then you've got, he goes through this, and I wish it'd be kind of nice. But then we also get It Came From Beneath the Sea, Kronos, a movie I really enjoy and haven't seen in quite some time. We'll review that too. That might be next time, Sven. Like next week when Earth Girls Are Easy is on. Sorry, Sven. I like the squad, but all right. Let's put in The Monster of Rome. So hold on a minute. We've got another trailer coming.
Up from the depths of the sea on a Godzilla, King of the Monsters. It's alive. A gigantic beast. Stalking the earth, crushing all before it. In a cyclonic cavalcade of electrifying horror. Raging through the streets on a rampage of total destruction. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Incredible titan of terror. Wiping out a city of 6 million in a holocaust of flame. Jet flames cannot destroy it. Bombs cannot kill it. All modern weapons fail. Is this the end of our civilization? Can the scientists of the world find a way to stop this creature? For the answer, see Godzilla, King of the Monsters. You may wish to deny it, but your eyes tell you it's true. A tale to stun the mind. More fantastic than any ever written by Jules Verne. More terrifying than any ever shown on the screen. Awesome. Incredible. Unbelievable. A story beyond your wildest dreams. Dynamic fun. Savage action. Spectacular thrills. Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Fantastic beyond comprehension. Gripping beyond compare. Astounding beyond belief. The mightiest monster of them all. See.
No, it's only about 5 trailers, but the sons or the scion of the spiders or the ants, the insects, Mothra. There you go. The killer shrews. That's not really anyway. Crab people. I've seen all these movies. Oddly enough, no one's surprised. And then there's Gorgo, which he doesn't really talk too much about. The monsters, which I believe there is, Dinosaurus, the deadly mantis. We're going to get to Gorgo, I promise. There's some more. This is from Godzilla King of the Monsters, which is with dynamic violence, and you won't believe your eyes. Oh, there we go. And now he talks about his version of Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I've been offered. I've just never seen it. I probably should watch it. Kaido is helping me, so you get a cat butt. And there is a picture of Luigi with Carlo Rambaldi with that atrocious remake, necessary remake, a movie I'll never watch again remake. I can't even call it that. And speaking of movies I'll never watch again, and now we're talking about the turtle, but let's go with that. Well, he's at least mentioning it. Oh, the Valley of Gwangi. There's a good segue to the next trailer.
there's a big lizard back there, and he's heading this way. Now get aboard!
It's Spears! It's Spears!
Guanji there gets a whole chapter, Dinosaurs and Cowboys. Even I can read that much. I don't know that if he talks about the beast from Hollow Mountain. Should. And there's a picture of him outside of his presenting Godzilla. And now we're pretty much done here. So there's his shop. I don't know if it's still extant. Luigi, of course, made Star Crash, 2 Hercules movies. The second one profoundly ripped off Clash of the Titans, paid homage to Clash of the Titans as much as as Star Crash paid homage to Jason and the Argonauts and kind of the Seven Voyages of Sinbad, which, he's a fan. Right? Obviously, he's a fan. He just wrote a 200-page book about these movies. More pictures, and there's the back of the book. So we're really done here. You'll see one more trailer at the end, and I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that second one is an update, but who knows what you're going to say. In 25 years, it's hard to believe that, they put Godzilla to bed, but then by 2000, before this book came out, there was Godzilla 2000, and then the third series of Godzilla movies, and another round, a franchise of American Godzilla movies and King Kong movies and more Jurassic Parks and all that stuff, more science, more Star Wars than we'd care to shake a stick at or want. But, I mean, a lot can happen in 20. I can't believe this book is 25 years old. I've had it for 25 years. It's a quarter of a century. Your agent was much younger back then. So, having said all that, my fellow agents, I hope you've enjoyed that journey back in time to the far-off year of 2000. And until our next assignment, I'll be seeing you.
Fire! No motion picture of our time has ever unleashed sharp spectacle of such scope and realism as up from the depths of prehistoric mystery rages Virgo. The headlines of the world blaze the fabulous story of this monster from another age, catapulted from some vast sub-ocean cavern by unprecedented volcanic action. And the headlines scream the story of the reckless skin divers who captured the monster and put it on exhibition.
Sam! Pull out! Drop the nets! What do you think you're doing? Okay, take it easy.
I came to let him go back to the sea where he belongs.
Why?
Maybe to save your silly skins for you.
Hurry, hurry, hurry to see Gogo.
But the headlines do not record the story of a little boy who had a curious sympathy and understanding for the fantastic creature. What strange secret does he know that scientists only suspect?
You trying to say there may be a fully grown one of these things around somewhere? How big would a full-grown one be?
An approximate guess. The infant. The adult.
That would make it nearly 200 feet tall.
Wreaking terrible vengeance against the civilization that has captured its offspring. Towering over the cities of the world as millions flee its awesome terror.
Repent! Repent while you still can! Repent!
Nothing can stop it. Defying the force of the army. The might of the Navy.
Fire number 1, Terry.
Ready to open fire, sir. Fire 1.
Even the fury of the jets. In a crashing crescendo of sights never before beheld by human eyes, and adventures never before experienced by any man or woman.